Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic, the clean room pressurization and pressurization limit. So we will discuss the pressurization regarding the clean room and what is the limit of the pressurization in the clean room. Positive pressurization of the sensitive area in an effective means of controlling contaminant infiltration through any minor breaches in the room perimeter. Positive pressurization is achieved through supplying higher outside air than what is exhausted from the space. It is, however, extremely important that air introduced for pressurization is adequately filtered and conditioned. Clean room pressure should be higher than the surrounding area for maintaining the cleanliness. If clean room will have less pressure, then surrounding air particles will enter in the clean room and we cannot maintain the required cleanliness level. We will see this picture. This picture in the United States guidelines is saying for the non-sterilized products, the positive pressure in the clean room should be 0.05 inch of water gauge, and for the EEC, European Economic Community, they did not mention the value of the positive pressure, but they are saying the room should be positive. Same for the sterilized products. The United States guideline is saying the positive pressure in the clean room should be 0.05 inch water gauge or higher. But the EEC is not mentioned the value of the positive pressure, but they are saying the clean room should be positive. Now we will discuss the pressurization limits. Positive air pressure means the clean room is pumped up with more filtered air than the surrounding space outside the clean room. Generally, a value of 0.05 inch water gauge, as we discussed in the last picture, the US guidelines, pressure for the clean space relative to unrated area is recommended. In clean spaces with multiple rooms, the most sensitive area should be the most highly pressurized. The trend is to maintain a positive pressure of 0.02 inch water gauge between adjacent clean spaces of differing ratings. With the higher pressure in the space at the higher cleanness rating, this ensures that the air do not get transferred from less clean space to stringent cleaner room. If you see this diagram, we will start from here, the room number 1, which have the class is 10. So here is the pressure is 20 Pascal or 0.08 water gauge. The room number 2, the pressure is here 15 Pascal. The difference between room number 1 and room number 2 is 5 Pascal. This is the difference. If we will minus the 5 Pascal, then the air from higher positive pressure will be entered to the less positive pressure room. We will see how the air is moving. Then we will see the room number 3. The room number 2, the pressure is 15 Pascal, and the room number 3, the pressure is 7.5 Pascal. The difference between 15 and the 7.5, the difference is 7.5 Pascal. So this class 1000 is more pressurized as compared to this class 10,000. Then we will see this fume hood room. Here is the negative pressure. Negative pressure is -5, and here was the positive pressure. So when we will compare room number 3 and room number 4, because here 7.5 and this is -5, it will become the 12.5. So if we will see the this area and we will compare with the room number 3, here is the 7.5 Pascal and this area the pressure is 5 Pascal. The pressure here 2.5 Pascal. This is the number 5 place. The difference of 7.5 and 2.5 will be 5 Pascal. If we will see this place, here is the pressure is 0 Pascal and the difference, and here is 2.5, the difference will be 2.5 Pascal. So these are the adjacent places, and we discuss how the positive pressure and the less positive pressure between the classes. So how the air is moving from one room to the other room. Now we will discuss how the positive pressure is creating. The makeup air requirement is the more important thing for creating the positive pressure in the clean room. Only a minimal amount of air should be introduced in the control environment. Makeup air is very expensive, that it must be tempered, humidity adjusted and cleaned before being introduced in the clean room. Careful attention needs to be paid not to over pressurize the area With higher pressurization, the leakage velocity, leakage rate and the processing cost will also increase. While makeup air is unavoidable, it should be minimized to the extent possible in the interest of energy conservation. Positive pressurization can be maintained only if the sealing integrity of the building is maintained. The building should be airtight for low leakage performance. There are areas within the facility that require negative exhaust such as toilets, pantry, laboratory or battery room, that these are controlled ventilation area having fixed amount of exhaust. Uncontrolled leakage area in the building are doors, undercuts, pass-through walls, ceiling and duct joints. That should be restricted as far as possible. As a rule of thumb, the quantity of makeup air can be determined by summing all the process exhaust volume in the space, then adding 2 additional air changes per hour. It means that, as we know, there is a fixed amount of the exhaust in the bathroom, laboratory. If we know what is the amount of this fixed exhaust, so this is the thumb rule. Just we have to increase the 2 air changes of that room so we can get the positive pressure. This semi-empirically derived value has proven to be a safe quantity to use the size the makeup air handler. Actual makeup air introduced of any one time will vary depending on door opening, leakage and actual exhaust in operation. Now we will see what is the impact on energy use if we will increase the positive pressure inside the room. Overpressurization is waste of energy that not only entails high capital cost but also increase the operating cost. Let's see one example. Before we start the example, there is one note. 1 inch water gauge pressure is equivalent to wind velocity of 4005 feet per minute. We can see now if we will increase the 1 inch positive pressure water gauge, how much it is equivalent, the velocity will be 4005 feet. You see how much highest velocity against 1 inch water gauge. High pressurization will result in higher leakage rates. The amount of expected leakage can be calculated from the following equation. So this is the equation. From this equation we can find the velocity of leakage, room pressure in inch of water gauge, and how much we are creating the positive pressure in the clean room, and multiply by this is the wind velocity as we discuss here, 4005 equal to 1 inch of water gauge. So leakage rate formula will be area into velocity. Now we will see one example. In the example, assume we have the clean room and with positive pressure 0.05 inch of water gauge. So first we will find the leakage velocity. Leakage velocity formula this one. Just we have to put the value and the result will become 895 feet per minute. With the total of 2 square feet opening. It means that our door cuts, under the door cuts we have the opening of 2 square feet. Now we will calculate the leakage rate, area into velocity. The answer is coming 1800 CFM. Now we will see another case. Case number 2. Assume we have now 0.1 inch of water gauge pressure. Here we have 0.05. Now we have 0.1 inch of water, nearly double the positive pressure. So first we will calculate the leakage velocity, same as we did before here. So our velocity increasing 1265 feet per minute. With total of, we keep the area is same with the total of 2 square feet opening under the door. So leakage rate, now we will see how much the leakage rate increase because of the more positive pressure. So our CFM is coming now 2530 CFM. This is the leakage rate. This is 40% increase in leakage rate as compared to in the first case. So we seen now here, if the positive pressure is more, so leakage rate is going to increase, more air is going with more velocity outside the room, so we have to enter the more fresh air also. Now let's see impact on energy cost. For the same example above, assume the outside makeup, for example we have the outside makeup air at the temperature of 95 dry bulb and the 72 wet bulb, which needs to be conditioned to 72. This is our requirement, 72 for a dry bulb and the wet bulb is 60. From the psychrometric chart, the enthalpy, we can find the enthalpy from the psychrometric chart. First we will find the enthalpy of the psychrometric chart at this temperature, and then we will find the enthalpy on the psychrometric chart as the required temperature what we need to maintain the room. So we already find the enthalpy, heat to be so this is the enthalpy value, which is mean heat to be removed to bring the outside air at this temperature to this temperature. So this is the heat enthalpy what we need to condition the air. The heat load formula is equal to 4.5, this is the constant, airflow in CFM. We will see the air and enthalpy difference. Now we will see the first case where we have the CFM of 1800 CFM of leakage. If we put this formula, this for 1800, this is the CFM, this is the enthalpy difference, and this is our constant. The value is total load is coming 76,950 BTU per hour. So this is equal to, as we know, the 1 ton is equal to 12,000 BTU. So we will see now second case. In the second case, as we know, we increase the positive pressure up to 0.1 inch of water gauge, and our leakage rate was coming 2530 CFM. So same formula we will apply, the enthalpy difference and this 2530. So this is the total heat is coming. So this is equal to 9 ton and this was equal to 6.4 ton. Therefore, when we will make the difference by increasing just the pressure in the room, the difference is coming is 2.6 ton. This is not only the capital cost increase, higher pressurization, higher energy cost also increase. 4 kilowatt per hour, 4 kilowatt hour is equal to, no, in this case the 4 kilowatt hour is energy increase, and 1.5 kilowatt hour per ton of cooling load. 1.5 kilowatt is equal to ton of cooling load, per ton of cooling load, which translates to 35,000 kilowatt hour per annum on 24 hours operation. The room pressure should be limited to 0.03 to 0.05 inch of water gauge. We should not increase the room pressure more than this pressure. If we will increase the room pressure more than this pressure, and we see how the energy cost increase and how our cost is increase of the electricity also. So thank you very much. I hope this video you will like. Thank you very much.